Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and this is my review of the Acer Aspire Revo R3610. Now before I kick off this review I should mention that this was recorded with the Olympus pen EPL1. Now on with the review of the R3610. Now the exact model number of this one is the 92.NVFYZ.UUN. Now if you want to see exactly what you get in the box apart from these bits here, then please check out my earlier unboxing video. Before I let you know exactly what I thought of this tiny little PC, a quick rundown on the specs for you. The R3610 sports an Intel Atom 330 dual-core processor. You get 4GB of RAM, 320GB hard drive, NVIDIA Ion graphics chipset. You also get this wireless keyboard, which I'll talk to you about in a short while, wireless mouse included as well, and Windows 7 Home Premium pre-installed. Now performance wise the R3610 is nothing outstanding, but it's pretty good when you consider the price. You can see the Windows experience scores on your screen now. Out of a possible score of 7.9, the processor is the only thing that really lets it down. All the rest of the scores are above average, with that Ion chipset really boosting the graphics performance with a score of 5.3. Now how does that relate to real world use? Well, the R3610 handles HD video fine. All the Office, internet and email applications I tested on it also run without a hitch. I also tested Sims 3, the game. Now this game ran fine with all of the settings set to medium, no problem at all. When I set the detail settings to high it ran okay, just a bit sluggish in certain areas. Now you'll find that the R3610 actually handles almost all of your tasks without any problem at all. You'll only notice some slowdown when you start opening up 3, 4 or maybe 5 applications all at the same time. Well, let's get what I don't like out of the way first. Now as you can see from the design of this, there's no optical drive on it. So if you're running games on the R3610, and most games need the disc in a drive whilst you're playing them, it's part of their piracy protection, then you're going to run into problems. So you're going to need to allow in your budget, if you're running those sorts of games, to add on an external optical drive. Now I like the design, it looks nice and neat, but what I don't like is how it looks when you start plugging things into it. Now around the back you've obviously got the 4 USB ports, Ethernet, HDMI and your monitor out, so they're going to be hidden around the back a lot of the time, but it does look messy when you've got lots of cables coming out here. Start adding in another USB device here, perhaps the optical out, you're going to use that for your 5.1 surround, and you can have wires coming out left, right and centre on the unit, so it can look a little messy. Now last but not least, the things that I don't like, let's get this one out of the way, the keyboard. This is a wireless keyboard, chiclet design, looks nice, but to use it is absolutely awful. Very spongy, horrible feedback, and also I found that when I'm typing perhaps an R, sometimes if I push too hard I get an E, and when I push B sometimes I get a V. So very inaccurate, horrible keyboard to use. So again, if you're buying one of these, in your budget just allow an extra 10 or 15 pounds just to get a different keyboard. The mouse is fine, does what it's meant to do. In the compartment underneath the mouse you've got this little dongle which you actually plug into the top of the unit or round the back. This is your receiver for the mouse, so you do have to remember to put that in. There's also an on-off switch to save some battery life on it as well. The mouse is nice to use, it's a nice size and it works very well. Now the R3610, on to things that I like a lot, and there are a lot of things to like. First of all, the sub £280 price. Now saveonlaptops.co.uk, the guys who supplied me with this, currently doing this particular model for just £279. The graphics performance is exceptional for the price, and it handles all but the most demanding games, so you really couldn't ask for more. You get a generous 320GB hard drive and 4GB of RAM Also amazing for that £279 price. Now if you watched my unboxing video, you'd also see that they include this bracket so that you can actually mount this on the back of a flat panel TV, and that makes it ideal for home theatre use. So you could use this for either streaming or for storing HD movies and playing them back on your large flat panel TV. So if you can forgive the Acer Aspire Revo R3610 for its little shortcomings, you really do get a lot for your money. Well, thanks very much for listening, and thank you to Save On Laptops for supplying me this review product. Please come back soon and check out more video reviews on the Geekanoids channel. This video review is sponsored by ProPorter.com, who design and manufacture a whole host of accessories for your mobile devices, including PDAs and smartphones, MP3 players and iPods, laptops, GPS devices and gaming units.